Hello everyone, I am Dr. Garima Sachdeva, Department of IT. The subject that we are doing is Foundations of Management. In today's organization, what we will be discussing is span of control and authority. Span of control. It is also known as span of management or span of supervision. Span of control means the number of subordinates that can be managed efficiently and effectively by a superior in an organization. It suggests how the relations are designed between a superior and a subordinate in an organization. There are different types of span of control: narrow and wide. It can also be called as tall structure or flat structure. We'll discuss it according to the pictorial representation. Narrow span or tall structure. Tall structure is one of those fosters narrow span of management, a large number of management levels and more centralized decision making. That means one person is controlling these three and they're further controlling the departments or the people under them. This is known as a narrow span. Whereas in wide span, one person is controlling and the decision is not centralized, it is decentralized. Flat structure is that which reduces the levels of management. Here there were 3 levels, here there was only 1 level. Level of management widens span of control and manages at various levels of the organization and is often more decentralized with regard to decision making authority. In narrow structure there were stages. If a person has to the lowest stage, this has to take a decision, he has to ask him and then he'll take a permission from his superior, so it will take more time. Now authority. Authority can be defined as the power and right of a person to use and allocate the resources efficiently, to take decisions and to give orders so as to achieve the organizational objectives. Authority should be accompanied with an equal amount of responsibility. Authority always flows from top to bottom. In words of Simon, authority may be defined as the power to make decisions which guide the actions of others. Now, characteristics of authority. The authority given to a position is legal and legitimate. The authority or rights enjoyed by a position is not unlimited. There is a limit because there is a sense of responsibility with that. Authority is a relationship between two individuals, one superior and the other subordinate. Authority is used to achieve organizational goals. Authority is the key to the managerial job. Authority is exercised by making decisions and seeing that they are carried out properly. Authority in itself is an objective thing, but its existence is always subjective. Authority can also be delegated. Now, delegation of authority. Delegation means assigning work to others and giving them authority to do it. It involves granting the right to decision making in certain defined areas and charging the subordinates with the responsibility of carrying out the assigned tasks. Advantages of delegation of authority. So, division of workload, quick decision making, improved job satisfaction, motivation and morale of subordinates, healthy relationships, binds formal organization together, obtains specialized knowledge and expertise of subordinates, ensure continuity in business. Thank you.